this corner, and for 4 years there's been people camped out in this corner, even through the worst temperatures, when normally there's a code red or what have you, code blue, and you know, they try to gather up folks, you know, and bring them into a warmer place, shelter. In our south stairwell right now in the Latham look like a Levan cookie because they've spackled holes, and then they put a little bit of some paintbrush over those holes just recently, and now those hallways in the stairwell look like a Levan cookie, you know, image. That's what I was supposed to say. That's what I was told to say. Not your whatever's. At first, when I first read this morning, it looked like block your eyes. Oh, there's broken glass here at the Drexel building. Oh. Yes, it's actually... Okay, it's hard to tell because of how clean glass can look, and someone broke into the Drexel building, or at least they broke the glass. I don't see any other broken glass, so someone has a thing for the Drexel building there. I don't know if C3, if Clemens Construction Company is in there. There's a couple offices in there. Here's Come Spill on Me at 7th Avenue Modular Furniture, and that spilled milk. It can look like a tongue, right? It changes colors there. That looks like an awesome chair, doesn't it? There's Le Pan Quotidien is opening up, and they have Flex like Levan cookie on their pastry. Those spackle marks. Of course, here's a Fight Club. Now, what constitutes a club or even a ring? In fact, speaking of, today on the bottom of my taskbar it says today is the, you know, discovery of the rings of Uranus. Uranus or Uranus? You know what I mean. So there are innocent clubs, but often the term club, particularly Paxton on the security there, when, you know, like a flight club can almost go into the Epstein files, Giselle, you know, category of, oh, we belong to the Mile High Club, or these are old terms, Mile High Club, when, you know, people sort of had little rendezvous in the bathrooms, supposedly. You know, it's mostly based on rumor, but I have wondered if there are people in, you know, dark worlds who they reach a certain level of something, like whatever they belong to, or whether it's academics, trades, politics, Hollywood, what have you. It's sort of like Eyes Wide Shut and everything, that movie. And if people are capable of certain things, they wind up in these groups, how far will they go to secure certain positions within, say, a club? And I thought it was interesting. They have the flight club, the exchange. What does the exchange mean? You know, presto, how much do you press on people? They could use that as like a signifier or a double meaning word. So, you know, who knows? And who's out there and they're part of these clubs and they think they can outdo everyone in the universe? Or are they baited all the way? So some people know that there are people out there, all-seeing eye, and so forth and so on. And other people just feel like they are cool or whatever and made it into certain groups. Maybe they feel like they get special psychic powers or messaging. I noticed in Florida that a lot of people are made to look good. It's a show down there, ladies and gentlemen, like a vintage one. There is a difference between living a very, very real life and being part of someone's show. And it could be a political show. It's a right-wing state, so we can't be looking like a slop, you know what I mean? So they are based on, you know, what you're supposed to look like, success, power, and so forth and so on, for the most part. You know, there are a few in there who are strictly about life and being healthy and stuff like that, I guess. That's what I was trying to say. But I do know, having lived in Florida, that it's like, okay, there are a bunch of people who think they're all that in a bag of chips. And what adds into it is that Florida